all the other lights down, especially this yellow light. Yes, yes, let's watch it fade with great rejoice. It is God. We are in darkness. Darkness consumes us. Our spirits filled with darkness, we enter into our own age of light. No longer do these fuels bring us power. We find our own light inside of our own hands. All right, anyway, speaking of our own hands, let us reach our hand as high into the air as we possibly can. Yes, yes. Take great rejoice in this stretching. Now squeeze your hand so tight as if there were cold diamonds would emerge. Eyeballs would burst under your pressure. Now let's slowly, ever so slowly, start extending our index fingers straight up. Very slow. Let's take all of the energy we're focusing in our mouth and put it into our hand. Let's keep our mouths as still as possible, as if there were no muscles there at all and it was as worthless as the flesh that connects your elbow to the rest of your arm. Let's start bending at the wrist. Very slowly, so our finger, once pointing proudly up to the heavens where we wish to all reside, will point down here to this pathetic material plane which we are forced to exist upon currently. All right, now let's slowly, ever so slowly, start bending at the knee. And don't worry about bumping into somebody because they're also equally bumping into you. All the way down. There we go. All right, we should be down. Now, let's look around the room and find somebody who's not doing this. I think we found someone. Let's point directly at that person. Let's get in the zone. Let's get in the zone. Remember, our mouths non-existent mouths. But let's focus in on their mouth. Their mouth will be our mouth for us.
My name's Deacon, and I write music, I guess.
Cool, let's take it from the top. I'm ready. From the bottom. Thank you.
I wanted to write a music that was accessible, but didn't compromise any of the like radical nature of what I wanted to be doing. I wanted to write something that anyone that wanted to appreciate it would be given the chance to appreciate it. I didn't want it to be any, level of esotericism or pretentiousness or anything like that. And I realized I was playing it in public spaces, and it's much more fun to move around and dance than it is just to stand there and watch somebody. You can do that at home on television. So I figured I wanted, a dance or movement-based performance, and wanted to engage the audience. And it seemed like incorporating voice and, a constant tempo and strict rhythm would be a good way to do that.
Let's create a circle for a dance contest. Let's push it all the way back as far as we can. So if you're all up here, let's push against the far walls. All this wall over here. No need to violently push. Let's start it off with the enthused man. The enthused man will be contestant number 1. Contestant number 1, and you shall be his opponent. Cool, this song is called Woof Woof. It's about dogs. Other contestants, you guys suck at this. Come on, pick it up a little bit.
Thank you. I mean, the only reason I used to be a solo performer is because it's all I could really, afford and have it be sustainable, be able to keep doing it tour after tour and be able to tour so much. And never really wanted to just play along to an iPod, but realized that's what I would have to be doing. Like when I first started, I was like, I could either, tour once a year and make, negative money and lose a lot of money, or I could tour by myself and be able to keep doing it. And the working out the parts wasn't hard. It was just getting the rehearsals together and getting it all to... The hardest part is getting it to sit right live, since we're going to a different room every night and there's so many drums, and it's just hard to get it to sound crisp and clear and not like a wash.
Thank you. Cool. I think this is going pretty good.
It's been real different. I mean, it's like wearing the same pants every day for 6 years and then putting on 15 pairs of pants that don't quite fit. That's a terrible, terrible analogy. I don't even know if it's an analogy.
Maybe a metaphor.
I guess it's a metaphor. Or which uses like or as, metaphors or similes? Similes? So that was a simile. That was a bad simile.
Yeah.
But I think it's very different. You know, when I was playing the tracks, you know, I'd hear the same exact thing night after night. It always sounded the way it should, and it was really easy to troubleshoot it. Now it's, you know, when there's something missing, it's like, well, what is that missing? What part is missing? Like, is it the piccolo snare and drum kit 2? Is it the noise drone and synth 3? Like, what the hell is it? Or, you know, I don't know. So it's been taking getting used to. This is, you know, literally the last day of the first week, and I feel like we're finally getting our training wheels off, and we're, you know, riding down the street a little bit. We still fall off the bike, but we don't get horribly bruised. We just get scraped up a little bit, and we're able to jump back on and keep going. Whereas, like, the first show of the tour was like, I wish I had, like, musical parents walking by holding the bike, because those shows were rough.
Birmingham and surrounding cities. We thank you for coming. That is all we have. It is actually all we have. We've yet to learn more songs, but every day we grow stronger. My name has been Dan Deacon. My name is Dan Deacon. We are Dan Deacon and Ensemble, Future Islands in Teeth Mountain. We drove here from great distance to perform for you, and it was our pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on this weeknight. We'd like to also thank you, the beautiful Bottletree, for being the most gracious of hosts we have encountered in many, many days. It's a beautiful venue, run by a wonderful staff. The food is delicious. The atmosphere could not be better. Thank you again for coming. That is all we have. Kyle, bail me out with the Seinfeld theme. We'll see you all in the future. Hopefully we'll be back very, very quickly. Again, thanks for coming. If you want to buy anything, we have stuff for sale. We'll see you in the future. Have a good night.